were one of the winners of Apple's Swift Student Challenge, and you just built your first iOS app, ReDawn. Tell us about the app and what you hope to accomplish with it.
I was going into my first year of college, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed freshman, going into the big city because I go to school in New York City. And fair trigger warning, one of my friends was raped and drugged, and we had absolutely no idea how to deal with the situation because in school, like, they don't teach you how to deal with things like that. The most we get is a little bit of sex ed, and that's essentially all. And then at the same time, I was taking my first women's and gender studies class. So I was really looking at sexual harassment law and how all of that works and how it kind of felt like the road for abusers was paved with yellow bricks while the road for survivors was barren and unpaved. And I really didn't like the way that that looked. So I wanted to use my ability and my skills as someone that's able to use computer science to drive social change to make an app of my own. So for that reason, I created ReDawn. And essentially the main features in the app is that there is a chatbot that allows you to have a sort of conversational feel because humans are very naturally conversational beings. So I wanted it to feel very natural for people to be able to converse within the app. And then I have a mapping feature so that people are able to connect to local resources and an incident log so that people are able to log incidents that happen to them personally without necessarily feeling like they have to step out and say it immediately because there is a lot of stigma surrounding the subject. So I wanted it to feel very natural and very accepting within the app.
What was the process of creating the app like from a technical perspective for all the young people out there who might be thinking to themselves, how do I do this?
From a technical standpoint, I used Swift, which is Apple's development language, so that you can put your technology out onto the App Store and reach a very wide range of people. Building an app is a little bit daunting because you do have to fail many, many times along the way. And I think that through my knowledge in computer science, I've gained a lot of confidence because I learned that you have to fail in order to succeed. And being able to sort of come to terms with that fact has allowed me to come out of my shell and share my knowledge and my technologies with other people. So I sort of coded very hard and long nonstop and then shared it with a lot of my friends to see the type of feedback that I could get on the app, what things made sense for them, what things didn't, and then eventually launched that to the App Store.
How did you get into coding in the first place? Tell us how you learned.
So there's an organization called Code with Classie, which teaches girls ages 13 to 18 how to code. And I first went to that program when I was 15 years old, had no idea what coding and computer science and all of that was. It was a very abstract concept in my head. But I knew that I always wanted to use science, technology, engineering, and math and use that to drive social change. And being able to go to that program, I was really able to sort of broaden my horizons because it felt like there was nothing that I couldn't do because I was in this classroom with so many other like-minded girls from diverse backgrounds. And because computer science is not a field that has very high representation with women, it was really, really empowering to be in that all-girls environment. And to this day, I'm friends with all of the girls that I've done the program with and have been able to teach with the program as well to be able to share that knowledge and that skill set with more girls nationwide.
So now that you have these skills, now that you've done this once, what's next? What is the impact that you want to have on the world?
Yeah, so end all be all, I really just want to be able to use computer science to be able to impact as many people as possible. I feel like computer science a lot of the time is very heavily stigmatized because people think, oh, like I have to be good at science or I have to be good at math and all of this stuff. But at the end of the day, I really do believe that it's a medium that you're able to use to be able to impact so many people on a very large scale. So I want to be able to use my skills to continue creating apps for social good that serve the communities that I'm a part of, because you can't be what you can't see at the end of the day. And I do very much believe that necessity is the mother of invention. And by having this skill set and being able to share it with more people, that we'll all be able to see a world that has technology that serves all communities, not just a select few.
Any idea what you want your next app to be?
I'm planning on creating an app with a couple other scholars from the program to streamline civic engagement for Gen Zers so that they're able to be more informed voters when the time comes around, because the election is coming around very soon and I want to be able to use that skill set to empower more students and people of my age to be civically engaged.